Yeah. What's everybody fighting for? Why can't people help people? That's the question.
Oh my God, it's people helping people!
Tonight's episode of People Helping People Live is sponsored by Mike Cylkowski. He's your local partner in getting your message in front of the right people. Mike specializes in helping businesses right here in Southern Arizona reach their ideal customers through TV and streaming services. He's not just sponsoring this Chapter 3 of People Helping People, he's building partnerships, and he doesn't succeed unless you do. If you're ready to grow your business with someone who's invested in your success, call Mike at 515-305-5311. Again, that's 515-305-5311. This episode of People Helping People Live is sponsored by T-Town Boxing, Tucson's home for boxing, kickboxing, and recovery classes for all ages. From kids to adults, beginners to experienced fighters, T-Town Boxing offers a space to grow, train, and challenge yourself. So if you're ready to push your limits and join an amazing community, reach out to T-Town Boxing on Instagram at instagram.com/T-Town or their website, boxingtucson.com. Again, that's instagram.com/T-Town or their website, boxingtucson.com. This episode is sponsored by the Diabetes Network of Arizona, a community built by people living with type 1 diabetes for people living with type 1 diabetes. They host Arizona's only family camp for type 1 diabetics, giving kids and family a place to connect, learn, and feel understood. Every dollar raised stays right here in Arizona, helping local families get the care and supplies that they need. No one should ever face diabetes alone, and with your help, they don't have to. You can make a difference today by clicking the donation link in the description. The Diabetes Network of Arizona, building a stronger, healthier Arizona together. Let's get back into the...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another amazing episode of People Helping People. Feels good. If it is your first time joining us, welcome to People Helping People Live. This episode is a live show. So if you have any questions, comments, feedback for us during the show, feel free to leave that in the comment box below. We will be sure to shout you out as we go. And if you are a People Helping People alum, welcome back. We love you and we appreciate you being a part of this community. This one's for you. You guys are awesome, man. Oh, where to start? Where to start? If you missed Monday's episode, well, gosh, there's so many things that are happening right now. If you missed Monday's episode, you know that we threw some Hail Mary attempts and we got a vehicle for a family. We did it, you guys. We did it. Against all odds, at the last moment, right before the new year, we threw that Hail Mary and it was caught for the touchdown. So the last episode, we called the family, we broke the news to them, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so excited to be able to hand the keys over to this family. They're so deserving. They have 2 kids that they have fostered and have come on hard times. So to hear her break down on the phone and cry tears of joy because of the incredible people in the world that are here to unite and help one another, to help their neighbor, to move hand in hand. I mean, it's just beautiful. And I can't take the credit for this. Again, that's the thing. Like, it's not me that is doing these things. I am just the vessel. I am the vessel to bring beautiful people to beautiful people And there's so many more, and what I'm learning, and I'm sure you guys are too, that there's so many more people in the world that want to help versus people that want to sit in that divisiveness and pull and tear one another apart. Even though that it's so loud, that is so loud. That rings so true when you're scrolling through social medias or whatever it is that you're doing, and God dang, they want you to be separated. So we're fighting the good fight here, people helping people. And God, we got the family, we got the car, and now the orchestrating of the chapter 3 finale is here. And holy smokes, is it orchestrating. Let me tell you what, I am dancing like a clown spinning plates. But I am thankful to be doing so because we are living with purpose and we're out here just trying to do God's work and understand that not everybody has incredible circumstances. And the fact that we are building out this beautiful network of people that are here to help, man, just grateful. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a legend in the chat. Rich, I see you. Welcome in, brother. Dude, I hope you're doing good, man. I hope you had a beautiful Christmas. I hope that life is treating you well and your health and your well-being and all these things are coming into line for you. He says, good evening, all. Congratulations to you, Alex, on getting the car. He says, awesome job. Thank you, Rich. And as you know, Rich, I mean, I came onto the show and I'm like, God dang it. You know, I figured, all right, let's just use this as a lesson in life. Because sometimes you have to pivot. And I thought, man, this is way too advantageous. This is too big of a goal for us this early on. And yeah, luckily, I mean, I called my mom and I gave her that same spiel. I was like, God dang it. I feel like I'm letting everybody down right now because this was the goal. We set out to do so, and I'm coming up short. And huge shout out to Mama, if you're out there. She said, why don't you call some local car dealers and see what happens? Okay. Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance. And that's my point, right? My point is that this has nothing to do with me. This has to do with the good of humanity. Like, people wanted to step up to the plate, and a lot of these car dealers, I'm sure, will be doing business in the future because they're like, dang, we ran out of our allocations for the year. If you would have just called us earlier, dang, we had so many cars that were going to auction and we just shipped them off. But this one car dealer, local, small dealer, came through. So the finale of chapter 3 is going to be so many things. I have multiple people right now working on getting news coverage for this, because the more viewership and people that we have on board with people helping people, the more that we can put our best foot forward in helping and impacting more lives. I sit down here at the end of 2025 and I close my eyes and I see and feel the emotions of what this is becoming and going to become. I've already stepped into the next chapter and I've already felt the impact of what people helping people is going to make. And that is me manifesting more, because we can do more. We can do better. We can make this something that, like I said, we have people on and we change their life with a simple conversation, because our audience is here to support the people that come onto the show. If we believe in their message, we believe in their vision, boom, we got an audience for you, right? We'll start local, we'll branch out, and just, I just want people all around to be crying tears of happiness and to be giving people opportunities. You know, I think that handing somebody something is a beautiful thing to do, and I'm really excited for what we're doing right now. But giving people opportunities, which I believe a car is that, but giving people opportunities to better themselves is super incredible. So with Wardy's Car Rentals, I want to train some young kid out of high school or some father with kids to run a business properly and then pay them a wage that is life-changing. And then when those cars run for a year, I want to be able to give those cars to a family in need. And I want to be able to help the Tucson Family Food Project to feed more kids. And I just feel like there's so much that this world is in need of and that we can help. So your boy B's in the house. Yeehaw. Check this out. That's from your boy B. Painted that for Kayla and myself. Check him out. Check him out. Go say what's up to your boy B. Good to see you, brother. God dang, it's good to see you. I hope your trip to Florida was good. Man, yeah, and I have to mention that when we close out this chapter, I'm not sure if I'm going to go live on Friday or not because of all the logistics. We're picking up the car tomorrow. I got to find a mechanic shop. We got to get it in there, make sure everything's good from nose to tail. Then I probably will pull money out of my own pocket to hand to the family for insurance and registration and all of that. We don't have a lot. So I'm teetering on this. Do I give what we have left to make sure that they can get this car on the road? I think that's the right thing to do. But nonetheless, before we have the finale of chapter 3, which has been so stinking incredible and fruitful, we're going to be filming this storyline. We're going to be telling you exactly how we got to where we're at. And you guys that have been following this journey, I'm sure you already know. You got it all figured out, right? Because I come on here and just lay it all out. But we will be filming the storyline of the moments of feeling defeated, the aha moments of the phone calls, the putting in hours and hours and hours, communicating back and forth with all these dealerships. Then we finally get a nibble. We get a nibble of hope. And it was right before Christmas Eve. And so after Christmas Eve, or after Christmas Day, Kayla and I are driving back from Oregon. And I was like, all right, let's start hitting the phones again. Let me call all those people that we already talked to. And somebody said, we got a car for you. So then the race was on. That was the beginning, right? So now we have to find a family. We have to find a family with a story that is deserving of something like this. And I didn't want to post it all over social media because I think that, somebody says that you're giving a car away. Yeah, well, let me tell you about that. Like I'm XYZ, and I just feel like there would have been a flood of nonsensical stories. And I really wanted to get down to know somebody and realize their true need for this vehicle. But yeah, we did it. That's the storyline that we're going to be building out, so we can share that with you guys on the grand finale of chapter 3. I'm not sure if that's going to be, like I said, I don't know if I'm going live Friday or not because we have so many things logistically. But I want to invite anybody that's in the Tucson, Arizona area, or you, Rich. I know you're in the area. If you're here and you want to be a part of this key exchange, a part of us bringing everybody together that has made people helping people what it is today, it will basically be a ceremony of flowers. It's about everybody coming together to help in one way or another. And everybody who's been here, whether they just be watching and liking and subscribing and commenting, and being involved in the community, or subscribing to our subscription services. Rich, thank you so much for that as well. These are all just pieces of the puzzle, and every single person deserves so much recognition for making this dream come true. So this isn't about me. This is bigger than me, and we are walking together hand in hand to really make an impact, and this is just the beginning. Let's see, get into the comments here. Rich says, I don't have a lot, AJ, but I can kick in $20 to help. Rich, God dang it, man. Listen, I would love to see you there, Rich. I don't know who's going to be kicking in what, but your presence is, and you have already been such a supporter of the show, and we want to give you the world for being a huge part of the foundation. Just greeting everybody in the comments. I don't think you understand the community that Rich has built here. That's truth. Those are facts. If it wasn't for Rich, I don't know if our community would be interacting the way that they are. So if you'd like to show up, Rich, I'm going to let you guys know exactly when we're going to do the key handoff. I think that we're going to have a few news outlets there, which I'm very excited about. And it should be very short and sweet. The family themselves, like I said, got into a car accident. They have adopted 2 children. I'm not sure. I think that the kids have special needs. And it is a husband and wife, and they got into a car accident, and their other car is just on its last limb, and they're just bleeding out. And so for us to be able to come in and just say, here, they said that they absolutely need 2 cars. And I was adopted by my father at 5 years old. So to be able to give back to other people that have that same mindset, what my father did for me at a young age. I never met my real dad, so, I'm sure you could imagine the things I'd like to say to him. But my adopted father came in and he stood by my side. And that was always so stinking meaningful. So for other people to be doing the same for a child, and they need transportation, so God dang it, are they deserving? Rich says, I'll be there. Yeehaw. Just let me know when and where. Absolutely, Rich. I'm actually going to a buddy's event space tonight, and we are going to talk about it. I'm going to bring it up to him about possibly having the event there, because he's already got a full sound system set up, and I would love to be able to, again, just give flowers to everybody that's been a part of this. So, Rich, stay in tune on my Instagram. Maybe check it once a day, because I will be announcing everything as it unfolds, because I don't know if I'm going to have that show on Friday. So I'm just beside myself, you guys. I had no idea that this was going to be a thing. But let's talk about chapter 4. I'm not going to have a crazy advantageous goal for chapter 4, because it was very stressful. I felt like a failure multiple times. I was internally battling the fact that I fell short, but I learned a lot through that. So, it was great to have that goal, but I think that we can take baby steps into really making an impact on individuals and families alike. So, for chapter 4, let's talk about it. And if you're an alum, you already know, but this is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more in depth, you guys. So, chapter 4, I want to boil this show down to a properly produced podcast with interviews, right? And let me tell you what that looks like. Pre-recorded interviews with people, so we don't have any technical difficulties during the actual interview itself. I feel like I've wasted a lot of people's time bringing them on the show and their Wi-Fi wasn't good, or their microphones weren't working, or, for whatever reason, the software likes to overheat people's phones. So pre-recording episodes that come out on Tuesday, having a really just tight podcast episode that's well produced, has little clips in the beginning of highlights of the show to get you involved, and then we upload those on Tuesday. Then Friday, we have one live show, and that can be a live interview. If the person wants to come back on for a live segment, that's great, or we can grab somebody else that wants to do a live show versus pre-recorded, that's great too. But one regular, well-produced podcast just boil it down to something that's concise. I want the production value to go up on this show. I want to take everything that I've learned and all the mistakes that we've made, because God dang it, we got our reps in. So I'll take everything that I've learned and give you guys a really solid interview once a week on Tuesday at 6 p.m. And I'll sit here and watch it with you guys live. Let's do that. I'll be in the chat and let's talk about it. And then Friday, we'll have one live show a week. And the reason we're doing this too, there's a couple of reasons. One of which, scheduling is going to be a lot easier. I have a freaking huge list of people to get back to about being on the show. And I'm excited. Dang, there's fireworks going on. Luckily, it's New Year's, so we know they're fireworks. But I have a giant list of people to get to, and I want to make sure that I bring you guys the best guests that align with people helping people's values, and make sure that these interviews are something that are enticing. You want to sit down and watch. So take all the nonsense that I've gone through and the reps that we've gotten in until this point and put all that knowledge into one good, well-produced show. Friday will be our live show. So we all sit down, have this type of communication again, possibly with a guest, possibly checking in with old guests, maybe some more like Sunday. If you guys have been here a long time, you know we used to have Sunday Fun Day type vibes, playing some music. I don't know. That'll be Friday, and we'll keep playing with our Fridays. But Tuesdays are going to be those really good, boiled down episodes. I'm very, very excited about that. The other portion of chapter 4 is us raising. Let me rephrase that. The other portion of chapter 4 is us giving shoes to the kids. Because like I said, I don't want this to be too advantageous just yet. What we can do is give shoes to kids. So peoplehelpingpeoplelive.com. Rich, again, is a supporter. It's a subscription. There's a $20, $50, and $100 tier. All three of those tiers will get a pair of shoes. And just to let you guys know, we want to get Vans or Converse or whatever. I guess I'll chat GPT it. I don't know what kids are wearing these days. But I want them to be dope, right? I want these kids to feel so good, new boot goofing, feel so good about putting these shoes on for the day. Because I remember when I was young, how that felt. So that at the end of every single month, we will go to these schools or soup kitchens, or we're figuring out how exactly to do this. But for every single person that subscribes and is a supporter of peoplehelpingpeoplelive.com, there's 3 tiers: supporter, advocate, and super supporter. Not only will you be getting prints from Cylkowski, you'll be getting a handwritten letter from me. Sorry, my handwriting sucks. But we'll also have a challenge of something that you can do to help the community. So it's just our way of giving back, in the fact that not only are we going to be giving you something, but you'll also be helping the community by us purchasing a pair of shoes for kids. So that's the best I can do. That's the best I can do right now. And I think that makes sense for a lot of people. And honestly, the subscription if you're a supporter, is cheaper than the price of a pair of shoes. So we're just going to eat the cost. And I'm trying to give as much as I can. That's my point. Kayla and I don't have a lot, but what we do have, we're trying to give. So in any event, you guys, this is going to be a short one. We're gearing up for the finale of chapter 4, and we are almost there. And God dang it, you guys supporting us the way that you have has been incredible. This is episode 40. We have over 100 episodes in the bank. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Visualize and feel the emotions of where you want to be, and it will come to fruition. I mean, I'm the example of that. It just happened. It just happened. And I saw it, and I saw it, and I saw it. Though I was down, we weren't out. So just know everything gets better. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here on this incredible episode of People Helping People and riding with us. Gear up for the grand finale of Chapter 3. Gear up for the relaunch of People Helping People for Chapter 4 and a more concise, boiled down, perfectly constructed episodes that is going to be something amazing. And Rich says, please tell Kayla, please, Kayla and you have a great new year. Please be safe out there tonight. Thank you, Rich. You guys watch my Instagram stories to figure out if you're in the Tucson, Arizona area and you would like to be a part of the people getting their car. Keep an eye out on my Instagram stories. So I want to invite everybody because you are a part of this. I love you guys. Thanks so much. We will catch y'all on the next one. We will catch y'all on the next one. And love your neighbor. Call somebody you haven't called in a while. And feel the feelings of doing the things that you are looking to do for the new year. That's the resolution. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Deuces.
Yeah. What's everybody fighting for? Why can't people help people? That's the question.